rather. This word has quite a few different types of meaning. So let's look at them and I'll try to explain them to you. So let's start with I would rather or I'd rather. Okay, to construct this, I'd rather plus the complement of a verb. I'd rather stay. You'd rather eat. He'd rather be paid. Okay, this is a way of saying I would prefer. There's a song. I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail. I would prefer to be a sparrow than a snail. So notice, very often you put I'd rather A than B. You can say, which would you like, A or B? I'd rather A. I'd rather have A. Okay, but then you can put I'd rather have A than B. We all know as we're talking that we're talking about A and B, two choices. So the than B is not necessary. Let's look at another rather difficult usage of rather. Rather means quite, a bit, fairly, somewhat. So, for example, London is rather expensive. It's quite expensive. It's fairly expensive. Yes? Let's look at another. Rather than. Better than. So, this gives an idea of a contradiction almost. Rather than go to the pub, I bought some beer in the off-license. Rather than, better than, as a contradiction to. You don't always have to use than with this. But notice the construction. Rather than verb, rather than buy, or rather than go to the pub, we went to buy some beer in the off-license. That has a than. Now listen to one without than. She didn't kiss me. Rather, she slapped me. Here, rather is acting as a conjunction in the middle of the sentence to show that there is a contradiction between the two things. Okay, let's try another meaning. We also can use rather to clarify what you have said or to qualify it. So, for example, I didn't want to buy it, or rather, I did want to buy it, but not at that price. Notice, with this use, we normally use or rather. Normally, precedes the rather, and we are using it to qualify or to clarify what we've said. I didn't want to buy it. It's not true. Or rather, I didn't want to buy it at that price. And like that, I've qualified what I've said. So, there you are. It's a rather difficult subject, and I'm sure you would rather do something else rather than listen to me. So, if you enjoyed the video, give it a rating. If you've got any questions, please leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Hasta luego!